Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Senator Nick DeSegli to lead us in prayer.
Hello, Pinellas County. Let's give a big hello. There we go. I appreciate you all being here. I want to ask everybody, please bow your head in prayer. Dear Lord, we want to thank you for your blessing. We want to thank you for the gift of life. We want to thank you for your unconditional love. Lord, today we want to ask you to bless Byron Donalds, his family, Brian Avila and his family, as they embark for the next 70 days to fight for what's important here in the state of Florida, our freedoms, our liberties, and our incredible quality of life. Lord, we pray that they work hard. We pray that they always do the right thing. Lord, we pray that you give them strength, conviction, and hope. So, Lord, on this day, we want to welcome them here. We want to thank you for all your blessings each and every day. And thank you, Lord, for this gathering here as well. We ask this in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Please welcome to the stage Sheriff Bob Galtieri.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for being here. First, I want to say thank you to you all for coming out this afternoon, but I'd like to lead you in the pledge, so please join me. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah, thank you. Please be seated. There's really three, I think, top things that government does, that state government does. Number one is public safety, and there's nothing more important than public safety. If we're not safe, then we don't have anything. And when it comes to public safety and the successes we've had, and here in Pinellas County as an example, over the last 10 years, now think about this, what are the things that you care most about? Those serious crimes, the rapes, the robberies, the murders, the burglaries, the auto theft, the things that impact quality of life. And we've been able to decrease those serious crimes in Pinellas County over the last 10 years by 64%. That's a huge number. But one of the reasons for that is what comes out of Tallahassee. So it matters who's in the governor's mansion. It matters what the laws are that come out of Tallahassee. And we need somebody like Byron Donalds to make sure that we keep having those successes. So it's important that we support Byron and over the next 70 days and that Byron Donalds be our next governor. The economy is so important in Florida. Tourism is the #1 driver of the economy. But people don't come here unless they are safe and they feel safe. So it's all tied together. And of course, education is a big part, the K through 12 schools. And we've worked hard to make sure that the schools are safe over the last 8 years after Stoneman Douglas, and make sure that the post-secondary schools have all the successes that they have as well. So public safety, the economy, education, all very, very important things to make sure that Florida thrives and that we are the greatest state in the United States and in the nation. So again, thank you all for being here tonight, and let's all work hard over the next 70 days to ensure that Byron Donalds is the next governor of the great state of Florida. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next governor of the state of Florida, Congressman Byron Donalds.
Well, you guys are excited, man. First of all, it is great to be back in St. Pete. I want to thank the guys at Power Design for letting us come in here and use their facility. This is a great company here, great company. I toured this facility several months ago. I think it was last fall I was here touring the company. And In the back, you see their training facility. When I tell you state of the art, it's state of the art. They're training electricians to do jobs all over the United States of America. You got 28 states, right? They're in 28 states doing jobs all over the United States of America, right out of Florida. In the back, we kind of were joking that, in our state, people have come for so many different reasons. Florida originally was just purely an agriculture state. And then it became a retirement state. And then when people started retiring, their friends and family back home were like, how nice is it down there? And they were like, oh, it's great. And people will come visit, and we became a tourism state. Today, we're an everything state. Everything that you can think that is possible is happening in the great state of Florida. And in 70 days, we're going back to the polls. We're going back to the ballot box. And we have one job and we have one mission, and that is to make sure that the Florida that you and I love, the Florida dream that so many have chased, the fact that we are the best state in America, that we keep it that way and we win this November. That's what's in front of us. I see you over there. You got a great fist pump going. Her fist pump was excited. But listen, winning in November is just the beginning. We have a responsibility to the future of this state. We have a responsibility to the young kids right now in our schools and to the seniors who are living out their golden years. They want to be able to know that Florida is going to remain free, but Florida is always going to remain number one. And how we keep our state number one is that we are going to have the most accountable government in all of America. The most accountable. We are going to have a state where young people can truly achieve the Florida dream, the way myself and my wife were able to achieve the Florida dream. And we want to have a state that is affordable for the people who call it home. That's the path forward for Florida to remain number one. When I talk about an accountable Florida, what I mean is a Florida where all agencies and all local governments are doged every single year. We are going to examine all budgets. We are going to post all contracts online. We are going to make sure that we have a lean and efficient government for the people of Florida. When we talk about achievability, it starts with our kids. I came here at 17 years old. More than 30 years ago now, I moved to Florida. I know I don't look it. I look kind of young. I'm getting grays in my beard, though, so the years are starting to pick up. But when I came here to Florida, I was just chasing a dream. We have children in our state who want to be able to chase theirs. So this is why in our K-12 system, we're not just going to have the best in America, we're going to build the best in the world. That's what we're going to build. And that starts with our kids mastering math, reading, and writing by the time they graduate high school. When kids are in middle school, we want their parents, if their parents choose to participate, because parents will always be leading when it comes to the education of their kids here in Florida. Parents lead the way. But we want parents to be able to have a personal success plan for their child. We want them to know that we stand with them, because no two children are the same. I have 3 sons. Trust me, I know. They're not the same. And they need to make sure they have their own plan for success. And we want to help parents be able to have that tangible plan for the success of their child. But it's also what happens when our children are in junior and senior year of high school. Let's just be very direct. Not every one of our children is going to college. And not every one of them should. And that's coming from a Florida State Seminole. You know what? Every time I do this, I scan the room, a couple tomahawk chops come out, and then the Gators just can't help themselves. They just can't. Oh, see, now you started. That's okay. That's all right. But if our children are not going to the University of Florida or Florida State or the University of South Florida, I saw you back there. If they're not going, that's okay. Let's make sure that those juniors and seniors in high school can have apprenticeships and internships and actually have on-the-job training. Because if you have a young kid who decided to do an intern at, let's say, Power Design, and they worked hard junior year and senior year while finishing out their high school diploma, they can hit the job site at 18, at 19, and make real money to be able to put food on the table and build the Florida dream for themselves. And I'm going to talk specifically to young men in high schools all across the state of Florida. Nothing makes you more marketable to a young lady than you having your act together. All the ladies are like, he's right. He's like, he's right. And so we want young boys to grow up to be men. We want young women to grow up to be mothers and women and leaders in our state. Because when people have the skills they need to actually have careers and jobs that put food on the table, that's the beginning of building families. That's the beginning of having a sound home environment. And that's how you keep the Florida dream alive and well. But the last piece is affordability. We have work to do in our state. Let's start with the good news. People keep coming. They choose Florida because we're the best state in America. That's why they choose Florida. They choose Florida because we're a common sense conservative state. They choose Florida because of the leadership like your sheriff, Bob Galtieri, and the sheriffs in every county in the state of Florida. They choose Florida because they know they're going to be safe. But people also need to know that they can make ends meet. We are going to reform the regulatory side of insurance markets here in Florida. Governor DeSantis and my colleagues in the legislature who are here with us, but Governor DeSantis did a tremendous job in making sure that they reform tort in our state. And some of the costs are coming down. But now we got to look at the regulatory side, and we have to fix that too. The good news is you have a governor who actually chaired that committee when he was in the Florida House. That's what I did a long time ago, 7 years ago, when I was a member of the State House. I also have 17 years of experience in the financial industry, banking, insurance, and financial services. So when I started talking about reforming the regulatory side, it wasn't because I got a white paper. It wasn't because somebody gave me a talking point. It wasn't because some lobbyist said, hey, maybe you should think about this. It was because I know the system, I know the work, and we can push costs down for the people of Florida. Now, David Jolly said the other day, I know you guys are very familiar with him here in Pinellas County, but David Jolly said the other day, who do you trust to lower costs? So let's actually do the Pepsi Taste Challenge. Do you want a governor who's actually worked in the real world, who has real world financial experience, and actually understands how markets and industries work? Or do you want a governor who was a career staffer on Capitol Hill and then a lobbyist and a talking head on MSNBC? Because it's very clear, if you've not worked in these industries and you don't understand how these regulatory systems work, you don't know how to hit the ground running. David Jolly doesn't know how to hit the ground running. All he's going to do is listen to the Democrat Socialists of America, and that does not work for the people of Florida. When it comes to property taxes, that is in your hands. The voters of Florida will decide in 70 days. I just want to let you know, pass or fail, we are going to bring this back through the Tax and Budget Reform Commission next year. We are going to study all taxes and fees in Florida. We are going to have a goal of eliminating homestead property taxes once and for all. While, and I want to be clear, while making sure that Sheriff Galtieri and his colleagues all through Florida, our fire chiefs and our firefighters, our emergency personnel have the resources they need to continue to provide for public safety in Florida. When it comes to health care, we are going to require all hospitals and all doctors' offices to post a real cash price for the top 20 services that they provide. Because you should know what it costs before you walk in the door. You should know. And the way that prices work, when everybody knows what everybody else is charging, a funny thing happens. People start competing on price, and prices stabilize, and in some respects, they come down. And that's what we need to have in Florida, real price transparency, so that when you're looking for where you're going to get your health care, you can compare and contrast and actually use the dollars and resources that are earned. It takes hard work to earn those dollars, that you keep that money in your pocket to the best of your ability. Speaking of keeping money in your pocket, when I was my job in Congress last year, we passed the largest tax cut in Social Security in the history of the United States of America, helping seniors all across Florida. We also passed no tax on tips, and I actually was a waiter. I wish there was no tax on tips when I was waiting tables, but we did that for people who are working hard on tip share every single day. We also passed no tax on overtime for the men and women who are working hard every single day, like the sheriff's deputies, and quite frankly, some of the electricians here at Power Design. So if they're working overtime, they keep more money in their pockets. Families in Florida, that's right. Families in Florida have saved $3,100 on average this year because of what we did with the president's agenda on Capitol Hill. $3,100. They just came out with a report that this year was the largest percentage of tax refunds in the history of the United States of America because we fought for your pocketbook. We fought for you to keep those dollars in your pocket. David Jolly said you didn't need those tax cuts. He said that because he's a commentator on MSNBC. It's really sad because your money is your money. It doesn't belong to government. It's really sad. It's really sad. One that's become near and dear to my heart, permitting reform. We talk so much about the cost of housing. But 30% of the cost of a new home is government. It's not a roof. It's not the wires that get put in the wall. It's not the appliances. It's government. We are going to modernize permitting and planning in the state of Florida to push down the governmental side of costs to lower construction costs in Florida. And it's not just the permitting costs, it's the permitting delays. It can't take 2 years to put a shovel in the ground. How old are you, young man?
I'm 11.
It can't take till this young man who's 11 that he's 13 years old before we decide it's okay to actually build out a home. Because time is money, and money's expensive, especially today, it's expensive. And so every day we wait, every day government hasn't decided to approve what you need is more costs to the bottom line of the men and women of Florida because government doesn't pay the cost. To be honest, contractors don't pay the cost. You pay the cost. And that's for homeowners and it's also for renters. And so by reforming permitting in our state, we can actually push down the cost curve of delivering housing for the people of Florida. But all these things about making it affordable don't really come together without economic growth. Yes, people keep choosing Florida. Yes, our state is going to continue to grow. We are the 14th largest economy in the world, right here in Florida. We are on our way to being the 10th largest economy in the world. It's because industry wants to be here. In the real world, the saying is, capital goes where capital is respected. There's a reason why capital is leaving California and New York and Illinois and Connecticut and Massachusetts. I don't know whoever was living in Massachusetts before. There's a reason why capital is leaving. And it's leaving because it's been disrespected by stupid politicians who play radical games to the left and do not fight for the hardworking men and women of this country. And here in Florida, we have respected capital, and that's why they come. This is why a lot of old Wall Street from New York is now choosing Florida. It's why on the other coast of our state, on the Atlantic, we are going to lead the Western Hemisphere in commercial space. And it's not just about launching rockets to the moon and to Mars. It is about the high-paying, hard-working jobs for engineers and scientists and contractors and electricians and machinists here in the state of Florida. And so to keep the Florida dream alive and well, we are going to be focused on just tried and true common sense. Because common sense is what people desire. Now, I get to make, can I have a point of personal privilege? Do I get one? Ladies and gentlemen, the next First Lady of the great state of Florida, Miss Erika Donalds. And she got stuck with where she was before.
Traffic.
But that's okay. We're glad you're here.
Fix the traffic, Governor.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Got to work on it. But I'm glad you're here.
We do.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, good afternoon. My voice is a little raspy because I've been talking for 2 weeks straight, and I'm going to be talking for another 70 days straight, so that's all right, because you all are helping, right? You're going to help us. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. A lot of you have worked hard to get us to this point, and what an incredible day it is. We're so excited to have our ticket finalized, and literally the most conservative ticket for governor and lieutenant governor in this country, and it's not close. I told Byron, well, first of all, we've been talking about on the trail, the Florida dream, and why it means so much to us. And I think what's really resonated with people, and we both tell our parts of our story, you know, him showing up with a trunk of clothes. I grew up right across the water in Tampa with not much either. People ask me, well, where did you live in Tampa? And I'm like, well, I lived here and here and here and here and here and here. I could name about 10 different places. But my mom was trying to make ends meet the entire time I was growing up. And when we graduated, we had to start from nothing. And we had to build this for ourselves. And we took jobs that didn't even require a college degree. He started as a bank teller. I started as a staff accountant. Everybody I worked with didn't have a degree, and I did. But we had to start somewhere. And that's when I worked my way up. He worked his way up. And we did it all here in Florida because this is a land of opportunity. And it's more so now than it was 20 years ago when we got started. But it does require leadership, as Byron said, that respects business owners, that respects entrepreneurs, that respects individual rights, property rights, and the freedom that it takes to build something. If you have the hand of government either sitting on the scale for your competitor or from some government-run something or holding back permitting or whatever is in the way, the red tape of government stopping you from being able to climb, being able to achieve, that's what conservatism is all about. Small government, the smaller the government, the bigger the individual. And that's what we have to do here in Florida. That's what I know Byron is going to do. So thank you again so much. We're going to see you a lot, I hope, over the next 70 days on our way to victory on November 3rd. So thank you.
She's amazing, isn't she? She's cute, too. So listen, folks, the choice in this election could not be clearer. Couldn't be clearer. You have David Jolly and Gwen Graham. David Jolly still thinks it's okay for boys to be in girl sports. I mean, how crazy is this? Only him in the WNBA. That's it. Anybody see Enos Cantor the other day at the game? I can't wait till he's drafted number 1. It'll show them how ridiculous they sound and how ridiculous they look. David Jolly still thinks it's okay to take away the puberty of young kids. You think that's okay? No. Even the American Medical Association finally came to their senses and said, yeah, that's stupid. We shouldn't do that. Even countries in Europe have finally realized how ridiculous that is and reversed course. But only the Democrats and only the Democrat socialists still think this is okay. He says, oh, Byron's talking about culture, trying to start culture wars. No, that's defending culture. It's defending families. It's defending Western civilization, and it's defending our children. And as your next governor, they will be defended. The Democrat ticket is David Jolly and Gwen Graham, 2 former members of Congress, 2 people who lost their seats. I know you guys had something to do with that here in Pinellas County. And now they've joined forces to be the most boring and uninspiring ticket that the Democrats could ever put together, because they're boring. And then when you look at Democrat socialist Angie Nixon, you realize how far the Democrats have gone to the left. I mean, they are out there. They have lost it. I came here at 17. Our next lieutenant governor, Byron Avila, is the son of Cuban exiles who fled communism so their children could live in freedom. Byron and I did not inherit political names. We didn't inherit political pedigrees. But what we did inherit was the responsibility to fight for the state that gave our families everything. That's what we fought for. Byron and I believe that government is not the answer. We believe that freedom is the answer. David Jolly and Gwen Graham want to undo every conservative victory that has been won here in Florida. But Byron, Avila, and I, we will defend all of the victories that has made Florida the #1 state in all of America. David Jolly and Gwen Graham, they answer to the Democrat socialists of America, but Byron and I answer to you, the people of Florida. Byron is a conservative fighter with more than a decade in the Florida legislature. He has worked tirelessly on behalf of this state to deliver real results. He is the author and the sponsor of the Stop Woke Act that defended our kids, defended merit, individual liberty and taking down those divisive DEI agendas. Brian Avila is the sponsor. Brian Avila has relentlessly fought against excessive property taxes. He's delivered toll relief to the people of Florida. He has cut costs every single day, and he has protected families from high utility bills because of data centers. That is what Brian Avila has done in the state of Florida. Brian Avila has delivered for families. He created the Spectrum Alert. He led major battles against human trafficking and spearheaded historic conservation efforts to restore Biscayne Bay and the Osborne Reef in South Florida. But he's more than just what he has done in the legislature. Brian Avila is a devoted husband, raising 2 kids with his high school sweetheart, Cindy. He is an educator and an academic dean, helping to shape the future of our state. And as a captain in the Florida National Guard, he has commanded troops on the ground during hurricanes and statewide emergencies. He has fought woke ideology and higher taxes and higher costs. And I could not be more proud than to have him stand by my side. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you the next Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Florida, Brian Avila.
How are y'all doing? Are we fired up? No, that's not loud enough. You know I'm from Miami, all right? Are you fired up? That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, St. Pete. First and foremost, I have to thank God for giving me so many blessings and for blessing my family. Today, I want to thank a man, who has given me an incredible honor of allowing me to be on the ticket with him in November. Our next governor of the great state of Florida, Byron Donalds. Byron, thank you for your trust. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your friendship. You and I share a fundamental belief that Democrats will never understand. It is that Florida gave our families a chance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to fight to make sure that every family in the state of Florida has an opportunity to be successful in our great state. My parents fled communist Cuba, leaving behind their home and a business, because they knew what happens when government takes over, when freedom disappears, and when socialism replaces opportunity with misery. My parents came to America seeking one very special thing: freedom. And it was here in the great state of Florida where they found freedom. So when I hear Democrats casually embracing socialism, I know where that road leads. Many families in the great state of Florida have lived it. And I will tell you right now, under Governor Byron Donalds, there will never be a home, there will never be a place, there will never be a space for socialism in the free state of Florida. This is simply not a choice between two political parties. This election is a choice between two fundamentally different visions for the free state of Florida. Byron Donalds and I believe in freedom, in limited government, in law and order, in strong families, in low taxes, and the dignity of hard work. We believe parents, not government, should raise their children. We believe you should keep more of your hard-earned money. We believe police officers, Sheriff, we believe police officers deserve our support. We believe girls' sports are for girls. And we believe Florida should never apologize for being Florida. I am proud of the conservative record that we have built in this state. I was proud to stand alongside Governor Ron DeSantis and the conservative legislature to make Florida the national model for freedom. When liberal extremists told us to bend, Florida stood tall. When When the radical left came after parental rights, Florida fought back. When they tried to impose their radical ideology on our schools and our children, Florida said no. And as Lieutenant Governor, I will work every single day with our next governor of the great state of Florida, Byron Donalds, to build on that conservative legacy. My service to Florida hasn't only been in the legislature. I also have the honor of wearing the uniform of the United States Army. As a captain in the Florida Army National Guard, I have served on numerous hurricanes and emergencies across our state. I have served during Florida's COVID-19 response, and I have commanded soldiers that have answered the call to protect our communities. Those experiences teach you lessons that, quite frankly, you can't learn behind the desk. When a hurricane is bearing down on Florida, and I know this community knows it well, nobody cares about your political party. They care about whether their lights will come back on. They care about whether their neighborhood is safe. They care about whether someone is coming to help. And they expect their leaders to be prepared, to be decisive, and to be accountable. Leadership means showing up. It means having a plan when the storm hits. It means taking responsibility when things go wrong. And it means never asking somebody under your command to do something that you would not do yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the kind of leadership that a Governor Byron Donalds and I will bring to Tallahassee. Our mission is clear: protect the Florida dream. Because for families across our state, the dream is getting harder to afford. and I know it very well. I'm raising my family here too. They feel it when the insurance premium is due. They feel it when they receive their property tax bill. They feel it when they see their electrical bill. They feel it whenever they go to the grocery store. And for many young Americans in the great state of Florida, many of them feel it when they wonder whether they will be able to afford their first home. Let me be clear. Byron Donalds and I hear you, and we will fight for you. In the state Senate, I have fought to protect Floridians from being forced to pay higher utility bills because of massive data centers. I have fought for property tax relief because your home should not become an ATM for the government. I have fought against wasteful spending because every single dollar that the government spends first came from someone's paycheck. And with Byron Donalds as governor, we are going to make government work for you. I can assure you it will not be the other way around. We will fight to lower costs. We will fight to protect communities. We will fight for our law enforcement and first responders. We will protect school choice and parental rights. We will keep Florida as the best state in America to buy a home, to raise a family, to start a business, to retire, and to pursue your dreams. And the contrast in November could not be clearer. David Jolly and the radical left offer Florida the same tired liberal policies that have failed everywhere they have been tried. Higher taxes, bigger government, weaker borders, and a radical ideology. Folks, simply put, David Jolly's policies are as invasive to Florida as the pythons are to the Everglades. My friends, today, I humbly accept your nomination to serve as the Lieutenant Governor for the free state of Florida. Now I am asking you to join us. If you believe that Florida is worth fighting for, stand with us. If you believe freedom is worth defending, stand with us. If you believe children deserve a Florida that is safer, stronger, freer, and more affordable, stand with us. Byron Donalds and I have a state to defend and a future to build for each and every Floridian in the great state of Florida. And together with Byron Donalds as the next governor of the great state of Florida, we are going to keep Florida free, keep Florida conservative, and keep the Florida dream alive for future generations to come. God bless you.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining. well off. The franchise doing big business. I live this, it's automatic. I win this, so you hear those horns, you finish. A soldier, and I stay under you fighting. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no